I'm Hunter Flanagan, and this is my original Just Another Country Love Song. Walk through the bar, lay me by the hand. I hear some new country from the cover band. First day jitters, I'm a nervous man. I'm trying my hardest not to ruin my chance. You walk across the room so I can dance with you. The music stops as the song gets through. The lights go dim, the next song begins. I hear that familiar sound. That beat I've heard a million times from everywhere in town. And I said, this is just another country love song. I still like it, don't get me wrong, but some of these lines just make me laugh. Nobody's got a love like that. Writing that was probably easy. I've never heard a song so cheesy. It's popular now, but in another week it'll be gone. 'Cause it's just another country love song. For over a month she's planned this night, romantic dinner by candlelight. Since that first night we went out a whole lot. I'm still amazed she gave me this shot. But she don't know I planned something too. I head over to the other room. Her smile shines bright and her eyes go wide as I pull out my guitar. As I start to play, she realizes this is coming straight from the heart. And I sang, this is just another country love song. I hope you like it, don't get me wrong, but some of these lines are just plain sad. I hope you love it even though it's bad, but writing this was definitely not easy. It probably sounds so cheesy, but I've been working on this for so long, and it's just another country love song.
Hi, and welcome to Kelly, where we talk about life, your life and my life, and through Kelly, we hope to inspire. I have Hunter Flanagan on the show today. Hunter Flanagan actually has been one of my acting students, and you were one of the first people on the Kelly show because we called you in and said, hey, we've got this thing that we're doing, you want to try it out? And you're always willing to go. You're like me, you're just willing to do it. So the last time that you were on the show, you've done a lot since then. You were on you were in the movie with Matthew McConaughey, White Boy Rick. And you also won the Georgia. Tell me what you've done.
All right. I am the 2018 Georgia Country Music Association's Teen Artist of the Year. This last year, I've won 4 of the Creative Loafing Best of Atlanta awards. I was the Best Overall Act, Best Vocalist, Best Live Act, and Best Country and Music Singer.
That's what I'm talking about. And acting-wise, you've done what?
Acting-wise, I actually just came back from a feature film called Lena and Snowball. It had a couple of the actors from Prison Break in it, Wade Williams and Robert Knepper.
Nice.
I actually got to work with a white lion cub on that set, so that was...
What was that like?
Well, it was interesting. So we're between takes, and the lion is in its little carrier, and the trainer's there, and he's like, okay, do you want to pet the lion because you got some time between takes? And I was like, well, yeah, I'm not going to turn down that opportunity. So I go over there and I pet it, and now this thing makes a sound. Now, a baby white lion does not make the sound that you'd expect. Okay. It made this terrible grunting sound.
Like it's going to eat you?
And the guy's like, look, I know that sounded scary, but the lion's calm. You can actually pick up and hold the baby lion if you want. And I said, look, I'm 5'3". I'm a natural born victim. I'm not touching that lion. I know what happened to Roy. And the guy was like, okay. But other than that, it was really fun. It was cool seeing it on the set. It was cool working with Wade Williams. He was a really nice guy. He was Bellick, if there's any fans of Prison Break out there.
Nice.
But it was one of the cooler experiences.
Good. That's awesome. So I started working with you when you were 12.
Yeah.
and how old are you now?
I'm 17.
Guys, He drove to the show. Like, he drove his own car. He was 12 years old when I started working with him. And we said this in the last segment, but it was a year ago, so we'll say again. Your grandmother, Patty, brought you to me. And really, you were one of my first, like, students your family was serious about doing this. And you came to me because you were doing music and you wanted stage presence.
Learn some improv and choreography. So I wanted to be able to talk to the audience more. And since you did comedy and that sort of thing, and you did improv classes, I had you try to help me. And I'll never forget it. You put me in for my first acting
The first
audition.
Independent. Yeah. We did your first audition. And this was the time in Atlanta that nobody knew how to tape. I mean, nobody knew how to tape. And so we were like, oh my gosh, we got this real audition. Let's figure this out. And you came in, I think it was me and your mom and your grandmother.
Yeah.
And we figured it out and you booked it.
I did. We actually, I'll never forget it. We didn't film it like an audition. We filmed the scene. Like
we had no idea what to do.
We filmed you opening the door. And I got it. It was a lead role in a short film, and I loved it. I took to it, and I've been acting ever since.
Yeah, now we're all professionals. Like, I'm so good at taping now. It's amazing. But yeah, it's just funny because nobody really knew what to do. So music-wise, so anyway, I gave you the acting bug, and you've kind of taken off with that. You're one of the hardest working kids, and you're not a kid anymore because you're 17, but hardest working young people that I know. You're always on set. You're always singing. So you're getting the hours that you need to become amazing. And I went to go see you a couple of weeks ago, and I mean, you're just doing it, Hunter. I mean, you're beyond doing it. So what do you want for this next year? What's 2019 like for Hunter?
Well, this next year, I've been gigging a lot more, doing more 3-hour shows. I've definitely been more focused on my singing than my acting. This pilot season has only been in session for a couple weeks? And I've already had 3 or 4 callbacks, so hopefully my acting's gonna do a little more this year.
Right.
But more of the same, to be honest. I mean, I'm very happy where I am, especially singing-wise, and I love what I do. I love being able to travel and work with my job, and I want to get some of my songs down and recorded and maybe get a CD or something out by the end of the year. But
and let's talk about the song that you just did, because that's an original song. What inspired that?
What inspired that is I was headed home from a show, and now I hate new country music. I'm sorry, but I do. I like the more traditional stuff. I love the Johnny Cash and the David Allen Coe.
Yeah, that tells stories.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm heading home, and it was a Thomas Rhett song or Sam Hunt or something. I don't even remember. But they played back to back, and they sounded like the exact same song. So I said, how come every single country love song is exactly the same? And that's kind of where that song came out of.
Country love song. It's a great song. Yeah, you think you've heard it before, because it is just it represents. So this year you want to do you're doing what you do. Like, you know what? When you're doing what you do, you don't really have to really focus on doing anything but showing up and doing your thing.
Yeah, exactly. I get told a lot. I feel people say I look at home on the stage. And I mean, I do. I mean, I'd live up there if I could. And I'm very proud of what I've done this last year. I mean, I only played guitar for about 2 years now. Now I play guitar. I play ukulele. I play banjo. Yeah, banjo for a couple months. I play percussion. I play harp, concertina, tin whistle, harmonica. I think that might be it. But and mandolin. That's what it is.
And something about you, if I can say this and you take it in the right way, and I think you will, you're not, like, being younger, you're not a person that just has this beautiful voice. You've cultivated what fits you, and you've cultivated a style that fits you. And I have a friend, Wesley Cook, and I mentioned him a lot because you remind me of him. And he just has a really good fan base. He's not this amazing singer or anything like that. He has a really good fan base, and he's fun, and he's good with the crowd. And from that, he's learned to get better and better with his vocals. But he wasn't really born with just this natural vocal ability. And that's you. You've cultivated, and it shows that the more you do, the better you get.
Well, that's actually what I tell a lot of people. I tell them I'm not a singer. I'm a performer. I'm an entertainer.
Right.
It's the whole package. I don't get up there and expect people to weep at how good my voice is. I get up there. I want everybody to have fun. I want people to dance. I want to crack a couple jokes on stage, make people laugh. It's not about just the singing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I always try to work at my singing
you've developed a really nice voice. You've developed a really nice voice. But I want people to know that it really is, the more you do it, the better and better and better you get with it. And I mean, even performing, you've gotten so, you've gotten so natural. And it's just like, when you love doing something, it shows and the audience picks it up and they love it too. And it's a chemistry that you share. This is for you, to remind you that you are a gift in life. You're my gift, because going down this journey, you're somebody who has been with me almost from the beginning. I think the studio was a year old when you started with me, and we've all grown together, and it's amazing and it's fun. I can't wait to see where you end up in life, and I better be by your side. I better still show up in your articles, because he does. He's so good. Every article that he gets, like, he mentions Words in Motion. He's like, yep, started with Words in Motion. So I appreciate you. I appreciate the journey. Some advice you can give to an upcoming artist.
All right. Well, whether you're doing acting or singing, just, like she said, work to get better. I mean, but don't work just to get better. Work because you enjoy it. I mean, I don't sit down and practice because I want to sound 1,000,000 times better when I'm done. If you go into it like that, you're not gonna think you're advancing fast enough. Just let the advancements and grow as you go. I mean, just do it because you enjoy it. Do it because you love it. Always stick to it. Even if you have a bad day like me, I woke up this morning with a horrible cold. I still came here.
And he still sang. How many shows have you been at just sick? And I mean, your poor mom has to follow you everywhere. So how many things have you showed up to and you're just sick, you're tired, but you do it because you made the commitment?
Oh, too many. I mean, if anybody says that they feel 1,000,000, 110% every show they go to, they're lying.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember a show a couple months ago. I was at a show at Irish Bread Pub in Douglasville, and it was a 3-hour show, and I told them as I was getting off the stage every time, I said, look, I'm here, but for the next 10 minutes during my break, I'm going to be in my car taking shots of Robitussin because I feel terrible.
And you made it through. Well, Hunter, thank you. Thank you for sharing with the audience. We want to follow you as you go along, and as this show grows, as you grow, we're all going to grow together. It's a beautiful thing for Atlanta, and I appreciate all the people that come on and participate. Guys, we hope that this segment educates and inspires you.